back to another video for RPMbassy. Just a little message for Duran out there. Please stop releasing so many records. Otherwise, it's going to turn into the Duran show. They've just released another record, and I have to do a video on it because it's such a great album. And after seeing them recently, I'm kind of all over them right now. A bit of context on the video. In 1995, March 1995, they released an album called Thank You, which was basically an album of covers. They covered things like Grandmaster Flash, Melly Mel's, White Lines. They did 9-1 Was a Joke from Public Enemy. I Want to Take You Higher, Perfect Day from Lou Reed. So it was a good covers album. And they did release 3 singles from it. Obviously White Lines, Lou Reed's Perfect Day. The third single, which was Lay Lady Lay, came out in Italy and Spain only. I can't remember what the artwork was like, but I do remember, I think it was images of the band, I think. Because I'm not sure it came out on vinyl either. I think it just came out on CD. But I did like the covers album. I did like their version of White Lines. I loved the original as well. The members that are involved with that album, you had John, you had Nick, you had Simon, and you had Warren. So obviously you're missing your Andy and your Roger at that particular time. But it's a great album. In 2006, Q Magazine declared it the worst album of all time. And I do remember hearing about that. And I think because of that, I think it might have been tongue in cheek, but because of that, people really started slating this album. But actually, it's a really good album. So up to today, okay, they've just released, and it's called Thanks Again. And here it is. So I don't think the artwork is the same. The images of the band playing live, to me, they look a little bit older than obviously from 1995. So I think they've updated the cover as well. I should have had a look at the original cover of Thank You, but I didn't. So here we have it. The just release is on 2 vinyl set. The front cover, Duran, Thanks Again. You've got images of the band. The back, you've got images of the band again. Nothing too exciting, black and white. And then you've got the track listing. Now, it's a track listing I'm really kind of happy with. I'm really kind of blown away by some of the versions on here. Because the original one had 12 tracks. I mean, this has got 18 tracks in all. So there's quite a few extra versions on here. And I think with the live European stuff they did recently, and they kind of covered a lot of the tracks, or played a lot of the tracks on this that album, the original album, I think is one of the reasons why they decided to release this and go through the archives. I mean, you've got White Lines version 1, which is great, really raw. You've got Ball of Confusion, Perfect Day, I Want to Take You Higher. You've got White Lines version 2, which is great. But the ones I really like on here, I mean, you've got acoustic versions of Perfect Day, which is brilliant. He did that on the live show, and it's incredible. It so suits Simon's vocals. They have, if you've ever watched my Dazzyland video I did, and one of my favourite tracks, is my top 10 Duran tracks, is Electric Barbarella. On here, you've got 2 different versions. Acoustic version, you've got the Plastic Kiss acoustic version. Brilliant. I just love that song so much. So, for a 2 vinyl set, 18 tracks, this is incredible. Brilliant. You know, Duran on top form. It's a gatefold. As you kind of open it up, you've got like live photos. I would have liked to seen something different here. Maybe this is a great photo, but maybe something different for the front. But I suppose they had to kind of glue the middle and the front together image-wise. But I thought they could have done something slightly different, slightly better. The vinyl itself, it's just black vinyl. I don't think there's anything like coloured vinyl or see-through vinyl. It's just black vinyl with a label, same as the artwork. Thanks Again on one side, and then the track list on the other side. 2 vinyls. Now, my only gripe about this is there are no credits at all on this album. Nothing. You know, they've just got the track title. They've not got who the original version was by. They've not got the, you know, the writing credits, you know, for like Perfect Day, which is Lou Reed. There's nothing. I'm positive there should have been an inlay, just a piece of paper inlay with all the credits and, you know, who was involved in, you know, this album, all of that. But there's nothing at all, which I'm really surprised at. I mean, looking at the back, it's just a track titles, a barcode, and that is it. There's nothing else on it. If someone else has this, and they have a version that has maybe an inlay with all the credits on, let me know, because I think I'm missing mine. I don't know who to go and see. I've tried to look at other versions on the net, but there's nothing there. So let me know If you have a version with the inlay with all the credits, let me know. But that is Duran Duran. Thanks again. 18 tracks instead of your standard 12 from the original release. Versions 1 to version 2. White Lines, brilliant. 911's a Joke, excellent. Electric Barbarella, brilliant. Which wasn't on the original album either. So it's quite nice to have all them kind of outtakes and, you know, early versions of songs that would have ended up on the final cut, but not these particular versions. But great. Get this and enjoy. Duran Duran, thanks again.